Sorry, Hook It Up Homestead. I'm a little bit late to the party. I was supposed to film these Saturday, but I still had a migraine. And yesterday I was making my Lady A soap. I'm not going to tell you exactly what the name of the soap is yet, y'all. Good news is these pears are coming in. The bad news is a lot of them are starting to rot before they can blossom. So I'm gonna follow Brandon of Palm Beach's advice and eventually get with some master gardeners or something to find out why this tree is doing this. For years it would not produce fruit, and suddenly it does, and either it produces pristine fruit or they rot. That's gonna look like a darn near perfect pear if it don't rot on me. That one's gonna rot on me. That one might be a darn near perfect pear. The reason I came to film this again is because this tree is in our driveway. And since my husband and I both have big vehicles, you notice that, right? Okay. We're going to have to cut it back some more to keep it from causing any damage. Because, my vehicle, eventually I'll have to use it as a business asset in 2026 for the soap line. Y'all know how that goes. I have an abundance, but half of the abundance is starting to get splotches and rot already. Y'all can see that. God is still good because last year there was nothing on this tree. I mean, nothing blossomed. That looked like it could be a pristine pear. If it does, make my day. That one as well is absolutely beautiful. See, that's a close-up one of the splotches I was telling you all about. Yeah. And this, I'll give y'all some insights in a minute as to what's going to happen. That could be a spider, so we're not going to play games. And then you see an abundance of them up there, most with splotches. I hope he don't hurt himself trying to get rid of these, but that's going to have to be cut back. And then you see an abundance of them up there. Of course, half of them good, half of them gone bad. See, in the past, most of them went bad before you could even pick them, so I feel blessed in 2025. Now on to the apple tree that's at the top of the driveway. This is getting an abundance and increase in apples as well. I think last we checked, one of these was baby and now it's growing. I think that one was a itty bitty baby and it still is. I'm up close and personal up here, y'all, because these apples are more elusive than the ones down there. Now the apples are becoming more visible up close, whereas weeks ago they weren't. And you had to zoom in on every one of them. Though I'm in Zoom, now I don't have to zoom necessarily because they're so visible. So I figured since Hook It Up Homestead shares her stuff, I should share mine too. The apple season's very short. And we get them start growing in Washington every year around this year, between June through August. So that one's starting to get a little red. I suspect a deer will eat that. See, what's odd is the apples normally would get splotches sometimes too, but this seems like a good harvest this year. That one ain't gonna be any good, and that's okay, because most of them will be, as I can tell. Out here in nature, y'all see them. Years ago I said I wanted a house with fruit trees, and for the longest time these trees did not bear fruit, and now they are, and that's an extension of God's blessing in my opinion. All right, let me go to the lower part of the driveway. See y'all in a bit.